I couldn't have done none of what you are seeing here and what you will see. Thank you. What you will see on October 22nd through 25th. The first Green Aruba conference was held in 2010. It was a big conference. We had Mr. Al Gore, Vice President Al Gore, as a guest speaker, followed the next year by now His Majesty King of the Netherlands, and then the third conference was with Sir Richard Branson and José María Figueres of the Carbon War Room. Because we do realize that making this transition, constructing Aruba as a hub, making use of the green initiatives and the green image of Aruba, we cannot do it alone. We need partners out there, protesters, criticizing with all their due right the conference and the vision, but we cannot do this alone. These conferences and our memberships and our affiliations with carbon war rooms, with the CREF, which Minister de Mesa at this moment is attending in Miami, those are the platforms in which we gain knowledge, which are the concentration of technologies and energy on a sustainable way. The first 50% transition towards alternative energy is very technical. It is the increased penetration of renewables in our energy production. The biggest challenge becomes the next 50%. That's why we need you. We need you to assist, we need you to support, and we need you to take the role as leaders and as entrepreneurs in this concept. This year's conference has been there? Yes, this is the 5th Green Conference that we're organizing, and the 2nd Europe Meets Americas Conference. And after the Ernst & Young study in 2013, we decided to focus on 4 themes, which is sustainable technology, technology based on the demand in the region, and the sustainable, which is the green part, the sustainable energy, sustainable infrastructure, and sustainable tourism. The reason why we combined it, as I explained already, is basically it's a combination of the demand in the region, especially in northern parts of Latin America and also the Caribbean basin, and the sustainable way to achieve these pillars of economies, the small island scale economies and also regional economies. And the question most of you are asking yourselves is, what's in it for you? Unfortunately, I cannot answer that question by myself. Together, we can answer that question. We know that it creates business opportunities for Aruba. Tonight, you will see vivid examples of companies that have established themselves in Aruba and use Aruba as a gateway for their services. These companies will benefit from the gateway because out of Aruba, which has one of the best connections in the Caribbean, they can cater a huge area, a lot of islands, a lot of markets, and a lot of markets that perhaps are not as easily accessible as Aruba is. It's the export of knowledge. Everything we feel, we hear, we smell in Aruba and take it out is part of the gateway. One may think, and in light of the Memorandum of Innovation that we signed with Philips, which tends to use Aruba in using Aruba as a showcase for the rest of the Caribbean region. And it's also a place to gather knowledge. As I mentioned, all the islands in the Caribbean have the same challenges on the transition towards alternative energy. And to me, one of the most important part of this conference are the B2B meetings, which is the actual matchmaking, because that is the core and that is the first step towards constructing a very solid new economic pillar. companies of Latin America and Europe attending this conference, we don't need to have any doubt that they do believe in Aruba as a gateway. We here in this room and also as stakeholders need to help our small medium enterprise and need to motivate them to step into that triangle and also to take benefits of the business relationship that are created between the two worlds. And most of it, it creates a sustainable society and it creates smart growth. It's growth that is guaranteed for a long period of time. I will not keep it long. And again, welcome. I hope that this pre-event, which is the fourth one that I think that we've held of the world, actually. We held one in Rotterdam, in Panama, in Colombia. We will have a video pre-event in Brazil. And I do hope that you go home inspired and also are able to inspire others to participate in this month's conference. Thank you very much.